Palumbo here with an RX Muscle News update. More Big Ramy photos have been circulating. Wow, we haven't seen anything all year long from Ramy, and now all of a sudden, the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing a ton of photos circulating. Ramy's almost 340 pounds, according to the what they're reporting, and he looks like he might be that much. Who knows? He's definitely over 300 pounds here. And his conditioning is pretty damn good for over 300 pounds. His shoulders to waist ratio are second to none in this sport, and that's what wins shows for him at this point. He's really got no weak body parts, you know. There's a lot of rumor stuff going around on Instagram and trolling and stuff like that, saying Ramy's shoulders are shot up, and I'm sure they are. I mean, everyone kind of shoots up their body parts. That's just the way it goes nowadays. Doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look any more than we've seen from other people down the road. Will the judges mark them down for that? I hope not. We'll see. Come Olympia time. But pretty much from every angle, he's pretty dominant. His back looks like it improved quite a bit, which tells me that I don't think he was training his back hard. Like, how everyone was complaining about how his back was kind of retracting upward, and he didn't have any thickness lower down. I think he just wasn't training his back hard. He by his own admission only really trained for the last 14 weeks for that Olympia. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't see why he would lie. His body definitely has rebounded in the sense that I think I see a better physique here, and that's really what a lot of people were speculating and debating. Was Ramy's physique declining because of his age, or was it just something else? And it seems like it probably was something else. And the something else just might have been that he wasn't training or wasn't training hard. He's obviously training hard now. He definitely put back a lot more muscle. He looks bigger. I don't think he was this big off season before he started his diet last time. Matter of fact, I think he kind of grew into the show. So this is going to be a much better Olympia for him because he's not having to play catch up. He's got all his size back. Now it's just a matter of dialing it in. And he's got plenty of time. So it's stupid to critique, well, he doesn't have glutes right now, or his lower back is not, Christmas treed out. Well, it shouldn't be. The guy's got a couple months still to go. So I think Ramy's right on track, but we've seen Ramy right on track before, and then he kind of gets stalled out. But I think being in the United States with Dennis James, going to the gym with him and kind of, he's almost like in a training camp, so to speak. They used to send fighters, they send them off to the Catskill Mountains, or they send them upstate New York to train in solitude so there was no distractions. I don't know if they even do that anymore. I'm sure they do. But that's what Ramy is doing. It's like Ramy left Dubai or wherever he's been living, where all the distractions are, and now he's here. He's living with Dennis. He's in his house. They go to the gym. They eat, and and they rest and they pose, and that's what he needs. It's keeping him super mega focused on what he needs to do. And he didn't wait till the last 4 weeks. He's staying here for months and months, and that's guys from here, they go to Kuwait and Dubai. The guys from Dubai and Kuwait, they come here to the United States. You got to get out of your home turf, because that's where you have all your distractions, obviously, from women to just stuff going on and social events. And Ramy's a big celebrity over there, so it's probably the best that Ramy has left that environment. Come here, he's focused. They're putting pictures up. They're getting people excited. That's what we want from the Olympia. And I'm sure Dan Solomon and Jake Wood are probably very, very happy with the fact that Ramy is, come out of his shell now and is posting stuff. And it probably have a lot. I think Ramy is very, we all think that Ramy kind of has this very laid back attitude, but at the end of the day, he's a bodybuilder. And if he doesn't look good, he's not going to want to put pictures up and show people what he looks like if he doesn't look good. So I think now that he feels good about himself, he's training all out, he's got all his size back, he's in relatively good shape right now, he's looking freaky. He doesn't have a problem with the pictures going up now. And that's good, because it's scaring the crap, I'm sure, out of a lot of the competitors who are looking at these pictures and saying, wow, this is the guy I got to beat. He's the reigning Mr. Olympia. That's an intimidating, type of thing to see. And what it does is it basically sets the tone for the other competitors and says, hey, you're going to have to outsize me, which no one is going to. So these guys are going to now try to come in bigger, which sometimes is a mistake, because if you give up conditioning or sacrifice conditioning to come in a little larger, muscularly full, whatever that you want to call it, because you're not putting on muscle, while you're getting ready for a show, not at the level these guys are at. So if they come in too full and they don't come in conditioned enough, Ramy beats them, okay? Because Ramy's gonna, then it's not gonna be effective. They come in shredded and too small, then people are going to say, well, Ramy has more volume and he's bigger. So it's very hard to beat a reigning Mr. Olympia when he's at his best. Will Ramy beat his best? I don't know. But assuming he is, and with the added size he's put on over this last year, he's going to be very dangerous and very hard to beat. I think these guys should take a step back and say, look, we got to play our game plan, meaning we got to bring our physiques in the best that our physiques look. We can't play the size game. No one's beating Ramy on size. And you can't try to come in too shredded, okay, where you actually over diet because you think that I can get a little harder, then you come in with no volume. So play your strength game, come in tight. Nick Walker doesn't have to do anything. He already knows what to do. He's already come in exactly like he did last year with the added size you have on. Hunter Labrada, you can't come in too big because if you're soft, you're going to get beat. Bonac, if he comes in like he did this past year, he's going to be great. Hadi Chupin doesn't have to do anything either. He's always hard. Don't try to come in bigger, okay, and sacrifice conditioning. You have a great look. You're not going to outsize Ramy. You never will. You just don't have you don't have the frame, the structure, and the mass of Ramy. But you get super conditioned, which is way, way more conditioned than Ramy gets. And that's how you can beat him. So everyone has got to play to their strengths. And if they do, then we're going to have some dogfight at the top there for that top 5 slots at the Olympia. And that's what makes for an exciting show. So I'm excited. I'm glad Ramy's looking great. He's in a good mood, obviously, putting up the pictures, getting the fans excited. That's what it's all about. Dave Palumbo with an RX Muscle News Update.